Please turn to page 93, Unit 5, Subway Etiquette. Focus on the topic. A. Predict. Look at the pictures and answer questions 1 to 3. Page 94. C. Background and vocabulary. Subway etiquette. Etiquette is a set of polite rules for people on the subway. Other public transportation, like buses and trains, have similar rules. Some rules are written, like the ones shown on the previous page, but rules of etiquette are often unwritten. Some examples of unwritten rules of etiquette in New York subways are: don't talk to people you do not know, and don't sit next to someone you don't know if there are other seats available. Page 95. Subway Etiquette Quiz. What would you do in the following situations? Take the quiz on page 95 to see what kind of New York subway rider, passenger, you are. A rider is a passenger. Read each situation, then circle your answer. Pay attention to the bold-faced words. Add up your points using the key underneath the quiz. Write down your score, total, and write down what kind of subway passenger you are. Page 94, Exercise 1, Number 1. What do you do in the following situations? Take the quiz to see what kind of New York subway rider you might be. Read each situation, then circle your answer. Pay attention to the bold typed words. Look back at the bold-faced words in the quiz, then match the words on the left with the definitions on the right. Put the letters of the correct definition next to the word in the space provided. Page 96. Focus on reading. A. Reading 1. A civilized suggestion. Editorials. Editorials are articles in newspapers where writers give their opinions. Read the title and the first paragraph. What do you think the writer's suggestion might be about? Tick your answer. Now read the editorial and see if your guess was right. Now read a civilized suggestion on page 97. Page 98. Read for main ideas. Tick the sentence that best describes the main idea of reading 1, 1 to 4. Page 98. Circle the best ending for each sentence. Page 99. Make inferences. Read the opinions. Which ones do you think the writer of A Civilized Suggestion might have? Check your answers with a tick. Expressing opinions. Answer 1, 2 and 3. Which opinions do you agree with and why? Write your answers for A, B and C. Page 99. B. Reading 2. Read the blog on page 99 and page 100 from a San Francisco woman about subway etiquette in Tokyo. On page 100 and 101, circle the best answer to complete each statement 1 to 5. Page 101. C. Integrate reading 1 and 2. Step 1. Organize. Read the list of rules, written and unwritten, mentioned in the last 2 readings. Which rules are for the New York subway and which are for the Tokyo subway? which rules are for the New York subway and which are for the Tokyo subway. Which rules are both for New York and Tokyo? Check with a tick the correct column. Page 102. Step 2. Synthesize. Complete the conversation between Shelley, the blogger from Reading 2, and her friend Rachel. Rachel just got a job in Tokyo. Use information from the chart in Step 1, page 101. Page 106. Focus on writing. B. Grammar. Imperative sentences. Underline the verb in the list of suggestions from readings 1 and 2. Then answer the questions in your notebook, questions 1 and 2. Page 107. Read the rules for the imperative, page 106, and please learn these rules. Make imperative statements. Use the correct form of the verb in parentheses. 3. Rewrite the suggestion for polite behavior using the imperative. Remember, you can use the word please. Answer questions 1 to 5. Page 107. Writing. In this unit, you will read about subway etiquette in New York and Tokyo. Now think about a city you know well. What kind of etiquette does it have on transportation? Subways, buses, taxis, trains, even your friends' cars. You are going to write a web page about etiquette on a type of transportation in your city or in a city of your choice. First, you will give some information about the type of transportation you choose. Then you will give a list of important rules of etiquette for this type of transportation. Use the vocabulary and grammar from the unit. Page 108. Prepare to write. Listing. Listing is making a list of all your ideas before you begin to write. When you make a list, it is not necessary to write complete sentences. 1. Choose a type of public transportation that you know well. Fill in the city or town and type of transport you are writing about. List of all the rules you can think of. Then look at the list and cross out the rules that are less important. Keep the rules that are most important. You should list about 5 rules. Page 108. Write a web page. A web page is a place on the internet that gives information about a particular subject. So, writing a web page is writing to inform. When you write to inform people about something, you often write in the second person, using you, not I. This is not the place to tell your own stories. You should include only general information about the subject you are writing about. Page 109 and 108. 1. Look at the 2 instructions to a web page about Portland streetcars. Tick the one that gives you the clearest information about streetcars in Portland. Look at A, page 108, then at B, 109 now. Look at this introduction, the 2 boxes below, to a web page about the London Tube. London Tube is also known as the Underground. Rewrite each sentence so that it is not about the writer. Page 110. Now write the first draft of your web page about etiquette on a type of transportation in the city of your choice. use the following type of title: getting around in, or riding the. Continuing with page 110, write an introduction where you give some important information about the type of transportation you are writing about. List a few rules, written or unwritten, that riders should know about. Page 110. Revise. Using parallel structure. When you write a list, it is a good idea to make all the items in the list parallel. That is, starting with the same grammatical structure: noun, verb form, gerund, etc. This makes them clearer and easier to read. Lists that use different grammatical structures at the beginning of each item can be difficult to read. Underline the verb form in each list. Which is the clearer? Check with a tick, A or B. Page 110. Rewrite the list of rules for a Portland streetcars using your parallel structures. There are several rules for riding the Portland streetcars. Please fill in the boxes. Page 110. Now go back to the first draft of your web page. Look at your list of rules and underline the verb forms in each rule. If there are rules that are not parallel, correct them so that they all start with the same grammatical structure. I'll just read that again. If there are rules that are not parallel, correct them so that they all start with the same grammatical structure. Page 111. Edit. Writing the final draft. Write the final draft of your web page. Carefully edit it for grammatical and mechanical errors such as spelling, capitalization, punctuation. Make sure you use some of the vocabulary and grammar from the unit. Use the checklist below to help you write your final draft, then neatly write or type your web page. Well done, you have finished Unit 5. Please take all your completed work to your teacher for marking.